The lean is rolling right now.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers will just try to sip it to be cool, but after you try to sip it to be cool, you start getting hooked. And once you hooked, that's when you start really spending your bread on it, and that's when it start consuming you. And let's say one week you like, I ain't got it. You gonna need it.
Even when I stop, like, niggas go through them cold sweats and shit, that crackhead shit, you feel retarded.
Withdrawal.
Yeah. Niggas say they don't go through that shit full of shit. Go to this nigga house one night, you like, let's pull up, fuck it, let's pull up. Pull a 4 and a 2. Just me and him. We sip the whole 2 liter, smoke hella blunts, we go to the strip club, leave there. We go to his homie's house, pull another 4 and a 2. Sip that, smoke up. Then I get home, I must have motherfucker fell asleep. I don't know what it was, but you know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, I opened my eyes and I was waking up trying to fight for the shit. I had a heart attack off that shit. That shit right there, nigga, was scary. Like, nigga, like, you ain't got no control over that. You trying to sock your fucking, all you know is like, you know, they put that boop, pop niggas' heart, so I'm just socking my shit. My shit's still not coming back, and then I finally start breathing, and I'm breathing in so deep, I pass out.
Yeah.
Almost took my shit. Like, I done been shootouts, I done been shot at all kinds of shit, but that shit right there, nigga, was scary.
No soda.
In 2000, the scene's pioneer, DJ Screw, was found dead in his recording studio at age 29. High levels of codeine promethazine, among other drugs.
Benzodiazepine was equilibrium, and it was for alcohol withdrawal. The next would be, within the same month, I got a prescription for Ativan, more or less for generalized anxiety disorder, both of which were just a 2-week supply. The side effects that I experienced from this medication was the worst anxiety I've ever felt in my life. I lost all hope in everything. It became hard just to put my shoes on and tie them. I had constant cramps in my stomach. I had numbness in several different parts of my body. Dizzy spells that would last all day long. There was nothing that would take it away unless I had alcohol or I had more benzodiazepines. I became hypersensitive to everything. Sugar, caffeine. I could no longer eat the same. I could no longer do most things. If anything, it ruined my life completely. Everything changed completely.
I was prescribed Xanax. I took it as prescribed for 1.5 years. Then I started to have really, really bad side effects. So I went back to the doctor that told me to increase the dose. I refused. First years, I was working full-time with side effects from another planet, but I didn't want it to lose my job, so I've done the maximum that I could to keep it. Took me 3.5 years. I've spent in total 3 years bedridden in the dark with a mask and earplugs because my brain was so damaged. I'm currently 4 years off, still damaged. It was the toughest and the hardest thing that I've never experimented in my life. My life has been completely destroyed by it. My career, family, health.
This new pain medication, I have not missed one day of work, and my boss really appreciates that. Lauren is there every day, so I'm able to be very productive person again, which is really great.
Eventually, it stopped working, and it got increased. I think it was 40 in the morning and 40 in the evening. And then eventually that got increased. This went on for years. I lost my job and I lost my insurance. So it got to the point where I couldn't afford it, and I didn't buy it one time, and that was the beginning of the end for me, because I could no longer afford it. But the time that I went without it was probably the most unbelievable, excruciating, horrible time of my life. The withdrawals were just unbelievable. I just knew eventually I was, I'd probably kill myself, OD, taking this medicine. I would never take another Oxycontin. You couldn't get me to take another Oxycontin, never again.
My wife was pregnant. I was an up-and-coming preacher, had a multicultural church. I was on top of the world. And one day, 2005, bam, my whole world changed. The doctors concluded that I had a bulging disc, so I went into surgery. And when I woke up, I said, I'm in a lot of pain. And the nurse said, just hit the pump and that'll help take your pain away. The day I hit the morphine pump was the day that changed my life forever. I I felt like all of my cares were gone. So when I left the hospital, they told me, take these pills and you'll feel better. I didn't go seeking the drugs. They came to me in the form of a white lab coat. One pill every 4 to 6 hours turned into 3, 5, 7, 9. It got up to like 15 to 20 pills a day, and I was doing whatever it took to get the medication. Doctor shopping, buying them off the street. I would go to the emergency room. I paid $1,500 to have an x-ray just to get a 30-day supply of medication. And keep in mind, I was preaching at this time. Somebody say amen. When I would get up to preach, and I would act like I was coughing like this, and just that quick, I'd put a couple pills in my mouth. When my wife was pregnant, she had a cesarean section, and the doctor prescribed her opioids. So I would substitute the pills out. It was all about me and feeding my addiction. And my wife is in pain from a surgery that she had with our child. And that's when I knew something was wrong. One day, I came home from a speaking engagement and she had left. My kids were gone and I lost my job. Everything that I had worked for was gone. And I knew that if I don't stop, I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna go to prison. I was literally battling for my life.